Creatures of the night, it's your girl Tati. Let's talk about Ring of Honor. This is going to be quick. We only had 5 matches. Now, for this episode, I was even expecting CMLL wrestlers to be on. They've been on the show for about like 2 months now, so it kind of just feels like they're part of Ring of Honor at this point. But they were not on this episode. We started off with a Proving Grounds match for the Tag Team Championships. We had the Sons of Texas going against the Frat Houses, Griff Garrison and Cole Carter. And we had Preston Vance and Jack Jameson ringside, and Lord have mercy, that, oh my God, they look good. They look so good ringside. To be honest with you, the Frat House, they just started. I have no issues with them at all. They've lost everything so far in terms of their matches, but the potential is absolutely there. My issue when it comes to having a Proving Grounds match for the Tag Team Championships is the fact that the Sons of Texas are never truly on the show, and then all of a sudden they're giving a team that always loses an opportunity for a Proving Grounds match to potentially win to go for the championships. I feel like in terms of booking, they should have booked the team that is doing the best in terms of track record, which would be the Gates of Agony, and not... I love the Frat House, but this is a bit of a waste of time. I feel like people should be earning a reason to have a Proving Grounds match before earning their opportunity to go for the actual title. The match was not bad. I did like what we had in terms of chemistry with Griff and Cole Carter. To be honest, I'm not sure which one of the 4 are actually the ones who are supposed to be teaming up with each other. It just seemed like they're doing things at random and maybe seeing which 2 works the best with each other in terms of chemistry. So I'm not really sure if what's going on in terms of that, but these guys are young. They are improving their look and they're improving themselves in the ring, and an opportunity like this came a little too soon. They having this thing where the Frat Houses they're young kind of college guys who are a bit messy, and that plays in the ring as well. So even when they're trying to cheat, it's just looking really goofy for them. And to be honest, it's like I can see why, but honestly, I don't really think it has to be played into that too much. That is just another excuse to have another team to always take the L. You guys already know. Sons of Texas ends up taking the win, so the Frat House does not get an opportunity to actually go for the tag titles. Up next, we had the Gates of Agony going against Dayon Rushman, who's usually a regular on the show. And he was teaming up with Cal Bloom. For those of you who don't know, that's Von Wagner from NXT. And y'all know me, I love the Gates of Agony, so my eyes is always on them in the match, whether they're wrestling good or not. They just look good. But Cal looks so freaking good, and he looked like he really ready to get that contract. He came out there to impress, and I loved it. I didn't even realize how big and tall he was. And he had these leather or maybe pleather vegan-friendly shorts that were just like, holy shit, like this is definitely getting the ladies' attention. So I did appreciate that, but I thought he did really, really well. This is his first match. I don't know of him having any dark matches or anything, but first televised match within AEW Ring of Honor, and I thought he looked amazing in the ring. Gates of Agony obviously takes the win because, like I was saying, Gates of Agony, they've been on a winning streak. They've been on fire in terms of a tag team, so they looked amazing, and they're going to continue to go with that. But for the first match that we are seeing with him in AEW Ring of Honor, I thought he did great. He looks great. I would probably keep this look going, or maybe zhuzh it up a little bit to be a little more a little bit more unique, but I thought he looked amazing, and he looked like he was trying to show off a bit, and that's a good thing, especially when you're trying to try out to get a contract, and we appreciate that. After this, Premier Athletes and the Outrunners. What is there for me to say? But the same old, same old. The Outrunners, they had an opportunity and went against the Hurt Syndicate or on the Revolution pay-per-view, and I almost forgot about these guys. I don't know what it is. I do feel like just because a team or a person go for a title doesn't necessarily put you at the bottom of the card again. These guys are so interesting, and they're still over with the crowd. They could have kept these guys leveled at some point on the AEW roster. And honestly, I'm feeling like, haven't we seen them go against the Premier Athletes like a billion times? So for me, I didn't care. Obviously, the Outrunners end up taking the win. After this, we have Evil Uno teaming up with Alex Reynolds to go against the Infantry. The Infantry, I feel, well, you know what? I was going to say they're the better team, but to be honest, I did really like the Dark Order in this match. I feel like they've really been practicing, and you can see the chemistry have definitely picked up between Evil Uno and Alex Reynolds. And I was just like, you know what? If they won, I wouldn't even be mad here. The thing is that they are still with this Dark Order gimmick. Is that even a gimmick? I don't even know what to call it, because what is it at this point? And to be honest, people are in love with the nostalgia feeling of it and not necessarily what is giving right now, which is nothing. But it's still, as a team, they did amazing, and so did the Infantry. However, the Frat House got involved, and this helps the Infantry takes the win. I didn't like it because I didn't want it to seem like Infantry needed the help, because honestly they didn't. But we do have a storyline with Preston Vance, part of the Frat House, who is beefing with the Dark Order. So in that sense, it made sense. But for me, I was just like, the Infantry didn't really need to cheat. I get their heels, but it wasn't necessarily needed to advance this story with the Dark Order and Preston Vance. Because where is this whole thing going with the Frat House and the Dark Order? I'm not sure. Now, after this, the main event, Lord have mercy. Ooh, Lord have mercy. The pure title on the line, Lee Moriarty and AR Fox. The match wasn't even 9 minutes. But then again, do you really need 9 minutes to get off? Probably not. They gave me everything I needed and more in 9 minutes. Lee Moriarty. Let me just be an advocate for these two men here. Lee Moriarty and AR Fox. Within the entire AEW roster and Ring of Honor roster, they are two of the best in-ring performers in the whole motherfucking company. And that's just the truth. And they're typically, if not on Ring of Honor, AR Fox, AR Fox, Lee Moriarty, they're always losing on AEW TV. But they're showing consistently how great they are in the ring. And I don't know when they're going to get their break. But what I saw here tonight, I was just like, there's no way you would have been on my roster. And I would have y'all losing again, like y'all losing every motherfucking week on TV, which is crazy to me. AR Fox does not have a technical style like Lee Moriarty, but he was able to have a really great chemistry with Lee, and that shows the versatility of Lee being able to work with anybody. And the same for AR Fox. AR Fox uses all his rope breaks pretty quickly. Lee Moriarty, I think he had, by the time the match was over, he had one more rope break left. He obviously used to the Pure Rules match, so he's able to hold off on using the ropes much longer than his opponent. If you didn't see this, I think you would be really impressed with these two. And I'm just like, I felt impressed, but I'm like, I know they do this. We know they can do things like that. And I always wonder, like, does the company think that they can't do things like this? Why couldn't they not have a match like this on Collision? Something like that, you know? Lee Moriarty cleverly takes the win via submission. We had AR Fox, who obviously uses all his rope breaks. So while he's standing on the apron, trying to gather himself together, Lee Moriarty comes from behind and locks him in a choke with the ropes. AR Fox has already uses all his rope breaks. So typically you cannot do a move like this in a regular wrestling match because rope breaks are a thing and that would be considered cheating in a regular match. But because rope breaks were all used by AR Fox, there was nothing that AR Fox can do, and that caught him by surprise and he ended up taking the win. Brilliant finish. Brilliant finish. These guys are fucking amazing, and I'm just like, what is going on? There's no reason why we shouldn't see Lee Moriarty featured on Collision and actually winning. Like, he's a champion. Yes, it's on Ring of Honor, but like, he should be getting some wins. AR Fox, same situation too, should be in more situations where he's winning and being able to be part of storylines. I don't even remember if I ever heard this guy's voice. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but in the ring, these guys are damn near perfect. And this is one of those matches where it's just like not even fucking 10 minutes. And it was damn near perfect. And, you know, probably while the show was you know, this right here is like, hey, go out your way and see this and see what these brothers are doing in the ring. Tony Khan, this should be encouraging you to be using more people, especially on Collision. You don't want to do it on Dynamite. That's your A show, whatever, fine. But Collision, like, come on. There's no reason why these guys can't be featured on the show and actually winning. You guys, go ahead and check out the show. This wasn't bad. Main event, absolutely worth the watch. I'll see you guys on the next review of Collision. Bye.